Shekoli Swakweku, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. So happy to have you. I hope you like my video. And for my returning subscribers, hey cousins, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel as well. And on my channel, I talk about everything that makes me happy. And I recently did something that made me very happy, and I want to share that with you. And I will do an in-depth a screen recording of my laptop showing you how I did this, because I think some people are really interested and want to know more. So right now this is kind of just going to be an explanation of what I did, and I'm going to have some audio. So I'll go through the audio first because I think that's what people are here for, and then I'll talk a little bit of explaining the process and explaining the importance behind this. So this is a planner that I had made through Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. So it's like a way that you can self-publish your own material. So I used Canva to create the design and use the templates, and then I added all up. So the cover, this is the cover page, and this is Oneida. So Oneida is Oneida, and Oneida is my nation, and that's where I'm from. And then I wanted to create this planner because a few years ago I was creating a bullet journal, and I had the words in Hongkong for the months and the days of the week for extra practice. And I found I really use that planner a lot because I put so much into it, and because language learning has been such an important part in my journey. In the cover page it just says Shekoli, so that's a greeting in the Oneida language. So onkanate na'i, so who am I? So that's kind of your opening page, letting you know who you are. And so I'll put in an actual screenshot of the picture because I think you're not going to be able to see it, but I'll go through all of the words in the beginning. That way you have an audio to listen back to if you wish to practice. I'm not a fluent speaker, I'll just say that now. I've been learning the language for about 6 years now, just at the beginner basic level, and I've been teaching at our local high school. And yeah, I just wanted to share some of the stuff that I do know with people. And people might say things differently too depending on who you talk to. That's going to be an area, but this is what I've used for the last 6 years. It's been kind of common among most people. Niwak Sonora Hongkong. So Niwak Sonora Hongkong, so is my Oneida name. So Yugatsununi Niwak Sonora Hongkong, so Yugatsununi is my Oneida name, and that means that she's happy. And then Yungyats Oslanige, so it could be Nyungyats for my name, what they call me, my English name. So Oslanige is the English way, and so Kathleen Nyungyats Oslanige, that's my English name. And then Niwagohunjod, so that is my nation. So Onyantaaga, Niwagohunjod. So I think I forgot to underline. See, there's always edits, and that was the hardest part about creating this, because I knew there would be mistakes because nothing's perfect. But where I live, so I live in Oneida, so Hongkong de nage, so I forgot the day, and I got gana. I guess the day is if you're talking about specific about if you're not there and you're talking about it, I believe. But yeah, if there's fluent speakers or people that have the information, then feel free to correct me in the comments kindly. And then Dewago Sleagu. So that's how many winters have you crossed. So we now use that as how old you are. So Dewasa Dego na Dewago Sleagu. So I'm 28 years old. So I've crossed 28 winters. And so that's what we use. So I just threw in some basics because I feel that's important to really come back to who we are. And we could obviously extend this and talk about our families and talk about a lot more. And then my language learning to date. So I wanted to phrase it that way because language learning is such a journey. No matter where you start, there's always kind of hills and valleys, and it can be really challenging to keep your motivation for language learning. So doing little things like this planner that you can kind of refer back to and be oh yeah, that's what this means, and kind of just have these daily words more accessible to you, I think is one way to start. I have language goals and intentions. And to me, that's really important because the only way that I find I keep growing is like when I set goals and when I set intentions. So like my goal is to be able to say "Gunhula Dunksla," without reading it, without looking at the book, something like that. Like, there's areas where like you can be pretty confident with them, and then there's probably some areas that you need to revisit. So when you kind of put those down as goals, then they can have more weight and you can kind of get through them a little bit easier. So that's the first page. And then I have the months of the year. So Deago Honjaks. So I do have the translations here, but people have asked for audio, so I'm just providing that. So Deago Honjaks. So someone's ears are freezing. Satego Sil is midwinter. Dewat Nisaks, the day is cut in two. Wasaga Yundes. So it's thundering. Ladiantos, they are planting. Wahi, so they're a strawberry month. Oyotzel, so a green bean. Some people see string beans. I've seen a lot, so I just like went with what I've seen the most. Onaste, Yantogwas, Yudikwaya, Dehodanhaladu, so they give thanks. Wasundis, so long nights. So I'll repeat that, just the Oneida no translations, one more time, or maybe two more times, because I think hearing it as much as possible is important. Deyogo Honjaks, Satego Sil, Dewan Islaks, Wasagivindis, Ladiantos, Awahi, Oyotzel, Onost, Yeantogwas, Yundekwaya, Dehodon Heladu, Wasundis. Segohoska, one more time. Deyogo Honjaks, Satego Sil, Dewan Islaks, Wasagayunis, Ladiantos, Awahi, Oyotzel, Onost, Yeantogwas, Yondekwaya, Dehodonuheladu, Wasundis. So hopefully that helps you practice hearing them. And then I will go over the days of the week. And then, so each one I have like a monthly. So you can add your own numbers in. And then Swandat, 1 week. Swandat, so 1 week at a time. Yaunta down is Monday. Degnihadu is Tuesday. Asahadu is Wednesday. Gailihadu is Thursday. Wiskadu is Friday. Ondakta is Saturday. And Yaunta Dagontu is Sunday. And here I have Deitino Heladu, so like I give thanks or I'm thankful. And that's like to just sprinkle in a little bit of gratitude, because that's really what's helped my mindset this whole like pandemic, is just like reminding myself of things that I can be grateful for. And whether it's people, whether it's experiences, whether it's abilities, skills, talents, learning, stuff like that, I always try to remember to be grateful. Over two more times so you can hear it again. Swandat, Yaunta down, Dignihadun, Asahadun, Gaelihadun, Wiskadun, Ondakta, Yaunta Dagontun, Deetino Heladu, Segohoska, Swandat, Yaunta down, Dignihadun, Asahadun, Gaelihadun, Wiskadun, Ondakta, Yaunta Dagontun, Deetino Heladu. Cooking. The end. So I think those are all the terminology that I used in here. So maybe that's a recommendation for next time. Have like a words list and have like the grammatical, like the phonetics of how to say it. If you have any suggestions, tips, recommendations, feedback, I am open to it, because this is the first time I've done anything like this. So I do have it at a rate of $10 right now. We'll have the link in the description if you're interested in this. If there is something else that you would like to recommend or you would like to talk about, feel free to leave me a comment and I will do my best to get back to you. So I hope that audio does help you if you're practicing, your months and your days of the week and a few other words that I've added in. And if there's any suggestions or feedback or anything that you want to share with me, please let me know in the comments, and please stay tuned for the next video where I'll kind of show the behind the scenes of how I made this a reality, because I'm so proud of it, and it did take quite a bit of time, but I'll look forward to that video, and we'll see you in the next one. Nagila.